everyone, I'm Leslie, Sonia, I believe, and Henry. How are you going? I'm the social worker here at the hospital. I work with the mental health support team, community team, and I'm here today to go through a plan, because I believe you're going to be released soon, Henry. What we discuss here today is basically confidential, except some of the information does go to the team to help you put your plan together. The only other thing I'd be concerned about is if I thought you were going to be harming yourself or harm somebody else, I would need to let the team know. I would discuss that with you anyway first. So is it okay? Is it with both of you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And how are you feeling, Henry?
Yeah, alright. Just want to get out of here, really.
Just want to get out of here.
Yeah. You're going to help me get out?
Well, that's part of our plan here. We're going to look at what we do, what you need to do, so we can help set you up. So, what's your thoughts and feelings at the moment?
Just all scrambled, really.
Scrambled. Can you give that another name?
I suppose I feel pissed off.
Pissed off?
Yeah.
So angry, basically.
Bit of anger, yeah. Pretty angry, yeah.
And where does that anger come from?
Don't know, like heaps of stuff, really. My dad's a joke. He's just a drunkard. Just an alco. Feel like mum's annoyed at me and she's my only friend. I hate this place. I didn't ever want to come back. So I just want to get out.
So you hate this place. Where does that come from, the hate?
I don't know. I suppose just don't feel like a weirdo.
Okay, so weirdo. Is that how you're feeling at the moment?
Yep.
And the weirdo, what makes you say that? What's the meaning behind that?
I don't know, just I'm a schizo or whatever they call it.
Schizo, so that's another term that you're using.
Yeah.
Where did that come from, do you know?
Well, it's in my notes, isn't it? And the doctor said I was one.
You're a schizophrenic,
Yeah.
yeah, but schizo sounds more, doesn't it?
It's just shortened.
It's shortened, okay. And what about you, Mum? How are you feeling?
A bit stressed. Yeah.
Bit stressed?
Yeah, I've been through this a few times now, so yeah. A bit concerned about getting Henry home again, so I love you. It's just.
So you're concerned. Where does those concerns come from?
Just like how it's going to be when he gets home again, and it's all going to be fine, and if he's going to get along with Tony, and Eve's scared of him, and it's just just a range of emotions going on.
So Tony's dad, who, from my understanding, he drinks a little bit.
Yeah.
And Eve is.
And drinks on the weekend, because he works 5 days a week, so it's him relaxing.
Okay.
But they tend to fight a lot. Yeah.
So,
It's when he drinks he gets angry at me, doesn't he?
Yeah.
okay.
He always
They
threatens
argue.
to punch me.
They argue a bit. So.
I can't help it, I'm a weirdo.
Yeah. You're not a weirdo. There's lots of people like in the same situation.
And that's, Mum's right there, that there's a lot of people who get diagnosed with schizophrenia. It's one of those diagnoses that you do get support. And there is support groups out there as well. So those sort of things we can look at. So you've been here for 3 days.
Yep.
So what's it been like for you for the 3 days?
No good.
No good? How did you land up coming here?
She called the coppers again.
For his
Didn't
own
ya?
safety. For your own safety. You was hurting yourself.
They didn't grab you by your back of your neck, drag you into the paddy wagon, did
It's
they?
fighting with Tony again.
You're fighting with Tony.
And it got out of control. I didn't know what to do. I just thought, ring the crisis team, and the police came.
Okay, so you rang the crisis team,
Yeah.
the police came,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
Have you ever been picked up by the coppers?
No, I haven't.
They're not very nice people, are they?
They do. Can you see that they're doing a job though?
Yeah, well, I I don't know who'd go into it. Just to be violent.
Did you hear what Mum said there though as well? Why she called the crisis team?
Yeah, but you know, maybe she should control her husband a bit more. I didn't ask him to be like this, did I? Drinking and feel like he hates me.
What about your behaviour at the time?
Can't remember.
You can't remember. With your behaviour at the time, you say you can't remember, was it that you weren't taking your medication?
Yeah, I don't like the medication.
You feel it's a bit... Yeah, what happens when you do take it?
I suppose I just feel tired and
Okay.
just don't feel like me.
You don't feel like you... You feel like you're, like, forced to take it?
Yeah.
Because that's
It's
what the
everyone,
doctor said?
yeah, the doctor and Mum and Dad and even Eve. Just, if I don't take it, they keep going on all the time. Have you taken your pills? Have you taken your pills? Have you taken your pills? It's all they ever want me to do.
Okay. So
They
you
don't
feel
care
like
about
they're
me,
pressuring
they
you.
just want me to take pills. They just care about me.
When you don't take the tablets then, what is it like for you?
I suppose I get a bit angry,
You're angry when you don't.
a bit weird in the head.
But I guess since you feel angry as well that you have to take the tablets. Everybody's on your back.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a possibility that maybe you can look at that from a different point of view? That maybe taking the tablets you feel better?
Well, I don't.
You don't feel better?
Well, I suppose it stops the voices, you know, but I feel less scrambled in the mind, but still, it's like, I suppose it's just that they're both bad, aren't they? I don't want to, you know.
Yeah, it's a balancing thing, isn't it, for
Yeah.
you? Yeah. But when you look at the balancing and the good and the bad, not taking the medication, you feel pressured. Society's telling you to take them.
Well, I'm going to take them now because I just want to get out of here.
Okay, so you decided that you will take them?
Yeah.
Okay, and how are you going to manage that?
I suppose if everybody got off my case, I might do it for myself, but when they tell me to do it, I don't feel like doing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Do you know?
So you think you can, like, remember, like, how to do it in a time frame?
If everyone just got off my case, I reckon I'd do it. But it's like when everyone, you know, keeps telling me to do things, I don't want to do it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Because I just feel like it's just like, you know, I'm a grown man. Treat me like a little kid.
So you feel like you've been treated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm angry because I'm sick of it. I'm a grown man. They treat me like I'm a kid just because I'm not like them. You know?
So not like them, what do you mean by that?
Well, they don't have the voices. You know?
So they don't have the voices, so they don't have to take the medication.
And they look at me weird because I'm outside, like doing things, and maybe I'll say something in the shop and maybe I'll yell something out, but you know, I'm allowed to, aren't I? If I want to yell something out, I can yell something out, just because they don't like it.
Yeah, I can
You
see
know?
where that's coming
No,
from.
it's just the way they set everything up. Society's set up so you can't yell in shops.
Can you understand why it might upset people though?
You know, some people get offended at anything.
But if somebody was yelling at you, how would you feel?
Yeah, true, it's true.
Okay. I can understand where you're coming from though, because you feel quite put down by it.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that, Mum?
About him,
Taking the medication? Is it agreed to take the medication?
well, yeah, we help him with it. We don't nag him, you know, we just try and help, you know. But he sort of sees us as nagging him. You know, we want the best for him, and yeah, if it comes across as nagging, I'm sorry. So we just try and, you know, to look after you a bit better, you know. That's what parents do. So
If Henry, just said he does feel that's an extra pressure on him. Is there anything we can do within the
I think
family?
Tony gets on him a bit because Tony's really angry, so that's Dad.
Dad's really angry.
Yeah, so he really hammers him. So I think that's where most of the angst comes from.
Okay.
Mum's right, I don't feel it from you as much because I know you, because Mum's my friend. It's just Dad comes home, he's never there, he gets drunk and tells me to take pills and doesn't care about me.
So that's your dad. He comes home, he drinks, and you find that very hard to take.
Doesn't ever do anything with me, he hasn't taken me fishing like he said, he hasn't taken me to the beach, he's never taught me anything. And then he just tells me to take pills. I'm not going to listen to him. What does he know? He's not perfect, he's just an alco.
What about, you said a couple of times now you like fishing. Is there any other way you could go join a fishing group, or so you actually get to do something you enjoy doing?
It sounds all right. Dad's not going to do it with me.
Because you realise there is a lot of support groups out there. You're not alone in this. There's a lot of people that are diagnosed with schizophrenia that lead normal lives. How do you feel about that?
I'd be open to it.
So if I gave you some pamphlets, that you'd be willing to have a look at that?
Yep.
That's good. And that would help you get that social.
I'd like to have some friends.
You like to have some
But
friends.
there's a lot of most of the people I've tried to be friends with they've kind of judged me
Okay, you feel revenge on
because I
it.
feel because I'm different.
It's just the way they're looking at it.
The way they look and they'll say stuff behind my back and I can hear them.
And how do you feel about that?
Makes me feel awful. Something like, you know, I tried to join this thing, Tinkin Bowling, and when I got there I could see their faces and they'd sigh and I didn't go back.
Can you understand maybe where they're coming from?
Can't help the way I am.
No, but they don't have an understanding.
We live in a small town,
Yep.
yeah, so everybody knows.
Everybody knows each other. So it's very hard then, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how do you feel when people do that, so Henry?
I support him and stick up for him. Not like Toby, he doesn't stick up. I think he's been embarrassed about it.
Okay, so you feel quite alone on this too?
Pretty much.
So you need a bit of support around you
Yep.
to help.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing too, there is support groups for family members that that you can talk to other family members going through the same
Yep.
situation. So that's something we can have a look at as well. So let's go now. So when you're released, where are you going to? Where are you going to
Suppose
live?
Well, Mum and Dad were in a unit, but I usually just hang with Mum.
Okay. You
He
just hang with Mum.
doesn't stay there much, he comes around the house a lot.
Okay, and how do you feel about that?
I like it. I like that he comes and hangs, and but he just gets into fights with Dad and Tony, and Eve's not talking to you at the moment, yeah?
Eve
Eve's
just,
a sister.
Eve used to get pretty embarrassed when she'd bring friends around and I was a bit weird. And I was in one of my states and yeah, we just never been the same since. She's never accepted that I'm schizo,
Okay. So
schizophrenic.
is it that she doesn't understand?
Yeah, I don't know, probably not. I don't like myself very much, so why
So you
should
don't
she?
think so?
No.
So how can we turn that around? How can we turn it around so you do like yourself?
Don't know. Hopefully, maybe doing more, I don't know.
Doing more.
Yeah, like maybe have some friends.
So that's what we're talking about when we talk
Friends,
about social?
maybe get
Yeah.
a job, maybe just be normal.
Okay, so you'd like to get a job as well?
I'd like to have money. I've never had any money.
Okay.
You need money for everything these days.
Well, that's something we can link you with somebody to help you with that as well. We can put that in our plan to say that's what you want to do. And that's a positive thing because it gives you something to aim for. Okay, how do you see that then?
It'd be good. It'd be, yeah, get him out into the workforce or do something constructive and yeah, start supporting himself.
Yep.
He's always shown that he wants to do it, but he just keeps getting knocked back by community.
But being a small town too.
Being a small town, people know all about him. They know Henry, and you know, so he's probably going to have to leave the area to get some work.
And how would you feel about that?
Sad.
Does that mean you'd have to move?
Yeah, but we don't want to move. You know, we're buying a house.
No, but if Henry has to move, how are you going to feel?
Be sad. Yeah.
I'll never move.
You won't move?
Not away from Mum.
Okay, so we're limited
I
then?
need a job
because-
here, but there is no jobs. So,
What about volunteer work?
well, that's not money, is it? I want money.
But, okay, fair enough. But you'd still be able to build some skills,
Yeah,
so it
That's
might be
true.
worthwhile us looking at.
if it helps me get a job.
Because you're right, society tends to think we should be working, doesn't it?
It does. So you just need money for everything, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, it's one of those things. Let's go back. I was thinking how one of the issues appears to be the family issue. And it causes you some stress, the fact Dad and Emily are not understanding. What can we do, or what could you see we could do to help build their knowledge and skills in working?
I think Tony needs a bit of education.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eve's pretty well up on it. She knows all about what's going on because you work close, you know, with Eve at one stage. So Eve's,
She's not very happy either, though, is she?
well, she's sort of she's getting older now, so she's going through her own stuff and she's trying to get into uni, and so. But with Tony, he needs a bit of education. He doesn't understand what's going on. He doesn't, you know, really understand the condition.
Yeah. Would he be willing to go to a group with you?
Probably not.
Okay, so we need to think of some other ways of helping Tony.
Maybe if you gave me some literature, I could leave it in his shed for him.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, and then if he wants to talk about it, we can always make another arrangement.
Yep.
And explain things to him about what's happening. So how do you feel yourself at the moment?
I suppose I feel a bit better now we've had a chat.
And I said, so you've got
18.
okay, so let's just go over what we've planned then. You are going to leave, but you are going back to your unit, but you're going to spend a bit of time with Mum. The only thing we didn't decide is because of the aggravation between you and Dad, is it possible that you go at specific times and spend time with Mum? Especially if we can get you involved in some social activities?
So you reckon just stay away from Dad?
Well, not totally.
No, just, you know, I'll talk to Tony. He's not that bad. He's just, you know, I think when you get together, it just inflames, you know. You egg him on, he eggs you on, and it just gets out of control, doesn't it?
But that's why I was just thinking we do it gradually and maybe help Dad get some better understanding. It might help that relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're going back to your unit, but you're going to spend time with Mum. We're going to have a look at some social groups for you and some social groups for Mum. And we're going to find somewhere that we can link you in to maybe do volunteer or with the aim of trying to get you some part-time work. Yeah, is that what we've agreed today?
Pretty much.
Okay. Is there anything you want to ask me before we finish?
Is Henry coming home with me today?
Well, it's not my final decision, although I'm happy with what we've decided today, so I'll be taking it back to the team. Does that make sense? It's not.
Yeah.
It's actually the doctor that makes the final decision. I've just got to give him my report.
So I'm going to wait a bit longer.
Shouldn't be too much longer though, okay?
He doesn't like it here.
Right. Yes. You don't like it here.
No, I hate it.
I didn't go, is that enough? Is it 20 minutes?
Yeah.